I have not really posted a lot on Instagram over the years, but the weekend just gone, it's Monday, so it's Saturday just gone, I competed in my first ever, oh look at that bruise, in my first ever um, CrossFit competition at my CrossFit gym. So I thought it warranted my 20th post on Instagram. And I am such such an uptight person that everything has to be meticulous. Like, for a start, I have to think of a really witty pun as kind of like the opening line of the post. And then the few pictures that I was trying to include in the post, they were all really different aspect ratios, so it was really stressing me out how to best crop them so that they all look good, because stupid fucking Instagram, they all have to be the same aspect ratio. So some, if they're all really different, some just look awful. And I got a little preview, and I thought I made them all look decent, and then I submitted the post, and the preview turned out to be different to how the final post looked. My sheets don't look yellow, do they? I do wash them like once every 10 days to 2 weeks. I think I do sweat quite a lot at night, but I swear I'm not dirty. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, yeah. So that really fucking annoyed me. And then you posted it by that point, and people already started liking it. And it's like, oh, I wish I could just repost that or edit it so that the poor girl's chin that I competed with, that we took a selfie together, isn't cropped out. Because there was no need for that, because there was a lot of room at the top of the photo that I could have been cropped at the top instead of at the bottom. It really fucking annoys me. And that's the thing, it really annoys me. Like, I think because of my OCD, and I know people like to joke about OCD, but I have OCD 100%. It runs in my family. My mum and my sister have got it in the very traditional sense, if you know what I mean. Cleanliness and ritualistic check-in. I have, I think, something called pure OCD, where I don't have a lot of physical rituals. It's all just in my head. Like, I have to replay certain things over and over, which I try not to do as much anymore, because I know that's the only way to beat it, is to just recognize that impulse and not to act on it. Where was I going with this? Yeah, today I felt really unmotivated. I haven't done very much productive. I just haven't had any drive to do anything, to be honest. Like, I'm even going to cancel my CrossFit class that I look forward to in the evenings, and I do believe it's directly correlated to the amount of extra time I spent looking at Instagram over the weekend, because I made a new post. Because I was checking it regularly to see who else liked it, and anyone that says I don't do that can fuck off, because we all do that, because we're all human beings and we all have an innate human need to be liked, and it's just part of our wiring to be part of a tribe and to want to feel accepted by our social group. So we're all checking who's liking our posts. We all want lots of likes. And when you're constantly checking, you're just draining your dopamine response, aren't you? You're just depleting the reserves. Like, not long ago, I was going a week at a time without looking at Instagram, and I do believe it had a knock-on effect on my motivation, my productivity, my happiness, in the rest of my life. Like today, I just feel drained mentally. I feel flat. I feel a bit lifeless. It could partly be because I had such a good time on Saturday and now it's just back to normal life again. But I believe it's also because Instagram has just sucked the fucking chemical goodness out of my brain, and it's like flatlined. And the only way to reset it is to stop looking at Instagram, because you can get so sucked into it, and you can just like, it can take over your entire day. You can just look at it on repeat over and over, and if you don't check that, then it will fucking ruin you. So yeah, I've done my 20th post. I've got one more big post I want to make in a couple of weeks, just to mark my first year in CrossFit, which I'm putting a fun little edit together for. But other than that, I need to take a step back from it again, because obviously my brain does not work well with it, and I just don't like the way I felt today. So just watch your social media usage, people. I challenge you. Can you go a whole day without looking on any social media? If you can you go a whole week? And log it and experiment with it, and actually ask yourself at the end of the week, how much have I missed it? And do I genuinely feel better as a result of having that time off? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just suggesting it's an experiment, as the Liam experiments, because I do very little experiments myself, so you might as well try one. Let me know how you get on.